Hello, I do not have a microphone, so I am in fact using a curly hairbrush as a microphone, pretend microphone. So, my original plan was to film this outside, get a nice tree, nature background vibe. I couldn't get that because it is in fact -7 degrees out right now. Um, and mind you, it is 1 in the afternoon, so it should be like one of the warmest times of the day. No. Um, so we're in my hallway. And because I wanted a white background. So we're in my hallway filming this video. And this video is about animal cruelty, Shalom Wildlife Foundation Sanctuary. Dan? Yeah. So this is a case study about Shalom, and this is for FCCLA because I need to have some media interaction is what I would use the word for. And basically, if you don't live in Wisconsin, you might not be familiar with what Shalom is. Basically, it's this very big sanctuary, which is different than a zoo. It's a place for animals just to live happy, and it's not really supposed to profit. It's like you can earn money from it, obviously, but it's not designed to earn profit. It's designed to give animals the best life possible without having them in the wild, but still having them in captivity, and it's usually after they've already been exploited and abused in the past, usually at a zoo or by just wrongful owners in general. So Shalom has faced a lot of backlash in the past few years, but especially recently due to people saying, the animals, they aren't treated right always. They have overgrown nails. They also witnessed, a dead deer just laying around, and also one of the biggest was white tiger inbreeding, and the white tiger had 2 cubs that died because they fell into a frozen pond that wasn't fully hard enough, and they drowned. And some people still support Shalom. It's a major economic value for Wisconsin, especially in Washington County. And a lot of people who live in Washington County support Shalom and the owners of Shalom since it's been around since the 70s, and it's just a great place, and overall the animals are taken care of quite well. They only have 7 USDA citations, which is basically just saying that you aren't doing something correctly in the past decade, I would say. So there has been some issues. Recently, they've been blown up over new neighbors moving in and them saying that they don't think Shalom has the right to expand and that overall the animals are taken care of not correctly. And I'm here to disagree. Like I said, only 7 citations, which sounds like a lot. The average gets 3 or 5 citations. There are places that have over 40 in 5 years. Compared to Shalom having 7 in a decade. Over a decade, in fact. Actually, now 12 years. So, guys, we have bigger fish to fry. Also, the people moving in. Shalom's been around for 50 years. Almost 50 years. You should have known that this is going on. They're gonna have animals there. You can't complain about animals living there if you're moving to the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. Come on. And the animals, it's a sanctuary. And I know you can say, it's a sanctuary, doesn't mean they're actually being taken care of. They are. They are. So I went there a couple months ago. It's actually a really good place. I mean, it's very known for its nature-like personality, which they're going to be outside, obviously. But they kind of reflect it close to what they would actually be in. They're not going to have, polar bears or giraffes. They're going to have, more not exotic animals, more natural animals to Wisconsin and Midwest. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And overall, I just think Shalom's a good place. And my reason for talking about Shalom is just the fact of animal cruelty in general. Wisconsin makes it very easy to get exotic animals. No, not good. Wisconsin needs more animal laws. I'm gonna say it. You want a white tiger? Okay. get a permit and you got a white tiger. Like, it's very, very easy for people in Wisconsin to get exotic animals, which it shouldn't be because they're exotic animals. Obviously, they're not native to Wisconsin, obviously. And you could be providing them a way better home than a zoo did, obviously. But that's not always the case. Someone wants a white tiger because it seems amazing and cool. They can just get one, basically. It's compared to other states. Obviously, there's going to be a process, but compared to other states, it's very easy to get a hold of one, and it shouldn't be. And I forget the exact law. It's like 160 something. I don't remember. My bad. Don't hate on me for this. But basically saying that people need permits to be able to get a hold of those animals and have them. But it's also very easy for places like zoos, aquariums, people who like do the trading of the animals, not to have a permit. So I know they need special permits, obviously, to perform these operations for these companies, but they don't need permits for individual animals. Hello? Okay, I get, sanctuaries and zoos. They provide economic value for the cities, for the state, for the country in general. They provide a great place for attractions. But overall, I think we as a state need to change it. I'm not saying get rid of all the zoos or anything like that. Like, I think Shalom is a great place. I think zoos can be a pretty good place as well. Keep them, as long as the animals are being taken care of. And I have over 40 USDA citations, which Shalom doesn't. Like I said, it only has 7 in the past decade. But I think we as a state really need to change the way our animals are being taken care of and who gets these animals. Because this is an actual life you're talking about. I know it's not an actual, human life. I know it's different, but it shouldn't be that different. It's an actual living being that has value. Its life is important to them, and it should be important to you if you're the one who's going to be taking care of it and spending all this money on it. We need, as a state, to change animal laws. So I personally believe, and I think a lot of people should too, that we need more than just permits. We need more than just permits. I believe we need, obviously, they're gonna need different elements. Like a dog needs. Like, a tiger's gonna need a different area to live than a dog. And I think we as a state need to change the animal laws. I think they need to be stricter on the process, like how long it takes to get them, and the background requirements to get the animals. Does that make sense? I believe it does. I think it should be more of a long process. I believe it should take a couple years, perchance. And I think we just need stronger background checks on these people to be able to get a hold of these animals. Whether you own a zoo or not, I don't care if you own a zoo and you want this animal. I believe it should take at least a little bit, like a year. Should take a while. I think there needs to be stricter laws because they are living beings that you're trying to provide a home for, and you're not always providing the best home for them. So that is my little case study and my little argument on why we need to change Wisconsin laws and provide a better place for animals, because animal cruelty is actually a big deal, because animals have value in their lives just as well as a human being does. So, thank you.